E-bikes can make long commutes feel shorter, big loads feel smaller, and just make it easier to enjoy the outdoors.
I'm relatively new to e-bikes, but I've really been enjoying the experience and learning about all kinds of new brands.
I recently received a test sample of the Himiway Big Dog E-bike to try out and see what the experience is like. In this review, I'll show you what you get, what it's like to assemble and ride, and what makes this fat tire cargo bike unique and different.
I'll go over the pros and the cons, and I'll let you know if I think I can recommend this e-bike to you. A quick note that while Himiway did provide this sample to me at no charge, it didn't make any requests about the content of my review, so these thoughts are 100% my own.
Himiway called this bike the Big Dog to describe its primary function as a utility or cargo bike, and it has the looks to play that part. The bike's aerospace-grade aluminum frame is twice as thick as other commuter bikes, allowing the bike to carry as much as 400 pounds worth of payload. But the devil's in the details here, since the overall design of the Big Dog differs a bit from your average all-terrain bike. The Big Dog has an almost moped-like form factor with a lower center of gravity, supported by chubby 20-inch alloy wheels. This combination makes the e-bike feel more comfortable to ride, even if you fully load it.
Important to note when the bike is delivered that it comes in an extremely big box and it is extraordinarily heavy. The bike alone weighs 79 pounds, so you might need some assistance to get it somewhere where you can unbox it. I assembled an e-bike last year and it wasn't hard, but since it was extremely unfamiliar, it did take me quite a while.
We couldn't wait to get this bike on the road, so husband Roger assembled it pretty much the moment it arrived before I even got home. It took him about 45 minutes to attach the handlebars, wheels, seat, pedals, and a few accessories. The bike does come with all the tools you need to do the assembly, which is massively helpful. It also boasts a few extras like a bell. An AC-powered transformer and power cable are also included for recharging.
On a full charge, the bike can last about 60 to 90 miles or about 96 to 144 kilometers. And how far you can get depends on kind of a number of factors like speed, how much weight the bike is carrying, wind resistance, and any inclines.
Like other Himiway bikes, you can easily swap out or replace the battery by unlocking the battery bay with the included key and just slipping it out. You can charge the battery either on or off the bike, and charging a fully drained Big Dog battery takes about 7 hours.
Now, while that may seem infinitely long, the truth is that this is a massive battery, far larger than your average power bank, so it probably shouldn't be a surprise that it's going to take a while. The best thing to do is to charge it overnight if you don't want to deal with the downtime. Himiway says that its battery can retain about 80% of its capacity after 1,000 charges. I'd like to see that for myself, but I've only had the bike for a few weeks, so I'll have to keep tabs on it and let you know in the future. For now, let's get to know the bike.
Mounted in the middle of the handlebar is a good-sized display screen with all the essential data, including your speed, mileage, and the battery level. On the left handlebar is the power and speed switch box, which will get your bike turned on and allow you to dial up the pedal assist. A headlight on-off switch and information buttons also located here. A Shimano shift lever is located on the right-hand side of the handle next to the throttle, which operates by turning it towards you. The other thing I really appreciate is the fact that an LED headlight and tail light are also included on the bike and can be activated with the push of the button.
Power assist is an amazing feature in an electric bike. It allows you to control how much the bicycle is going to help you while you're already pedaling. And this is great because you can use some of your own energy, but you get a lot of help offsetting the very heavy weight of this bike.
Husband Roger and I took the Big Dog on several rides. While I did find it a bit strange to get used to the different dynamics of the smaller and fatter wheels, I got over it fast. The bike feels very stable and supportive, and the ride is really smooth despite the bike's heavy weight. Adjustable shock absorbers on the front allow you to make adjustments for street riding or going off-road, which we did just to test it out. The chubby fat tires and low center of gravity made riding on very soft sand remarkably easy.
The bike is surprisingly comfortable to ride, even for long distances. One of the first times we took it out to test drive it, we ended up on a 3-hour cross-town bike ride without even realizing it.
The other way this bike is great is for keeping you stable when you hit grass or dirt. Those chunky tires dig in and keep you from skidding. You've got several options for carrying cargo with this bike. The rear rack is placed low down above the wheel, so you could simply bundle soft bags onto here and secure them with bungee cords.
You could also add something like a box or saddlebags or panniers and transport whatever you need to that way.
We opted to give the Big Dog that European feel by bolting a wine box onto the back. Now it can carry groceries, a backpack, or a case of beer easily. Himiway outfitted the Big Dog with a 750-watt brushless geared hub motor. At full throttle, the Big Dog can reach a top speed of 25 miles per hour.
When Roger and I tested it out, we couldn't get it much faster than about 20 miles per hour even when unloaded. Himiway told me that's because customers who want to unlock more speed have to first agree to a safety disclosure to receive a special code to unlock that higher speed. Like many e-bikes, you have options for how you want to power it. You can, of course, simply pedal the bike and get where you're going, though as I noted before, this bike is so heavy it is indeed quite a workout.
A good thing then that you can engage the adjustable pedal assist, which you can dial up or down depending on how much of a boost you need. If you want to extend the bike's range beyond 60 miles, the pedal assist system will give you a nifty 15% range boost. The Himiway Big Dog's half-twist throttle is great at quickly launching the bike forward while at the same time offering kind of a layer of protection against accidental activations. Although Himiway advertises the Big Dog as a city cargo bike, the Kendo fat tires help the Big Dog adapt to tougher terrain and weather conditions while providing good shock absorption too. The Big Dog also features Tektro 180mm mechanical brakes, and there's a heavy-duty U-shaped aluminum kickstand.
In this day and age, it's important to have good security features. The Big Dog gives you the ability to create a security passcode, which would be required to power up and ride the bike. You can set your own passcode by following the instructions in the user manual. Even so, someone would still be able to pedal the bike away if they were determined. I would also like to see something like a hidden AirTag compartment, either in the battery or the frame or both, so that it could at least be tracked if it was stolen.
Of course, you'd hope your e-bike would be weather resistant, and the Big Dog does have IPX4 water resistance. Still, Himiway recommends you not park your bike outdoors in very cold or wet weather for extended periods of time.
Overall, if you need to carry stuff on your bike, the Himiway Big Dog is a fun e-bike for cargo or just tooling around in, and it has some cool off-road chops too.
Overall, I think this is a great e-bike and very well made. I love the versatility of the cargo-focused design. I think the fact that the cargo rack is placed lower down behind the seat and over top of those chubby tires gives it so much more stability for whatever you need to carry.
I think this would be a really great e-bike for someone who needs to navigate a densely populated urban center while carrying the essentials or even deliveries. Now, while the bike does weigh a lot, it actually gives me a lot of confidence that if I ever did face a crash, the bike would probably survive, and so would I hope. When it comes to the downsides for this bike, there's not a lot that truly stands out to me. I do think the heavy weight, though, while kind of necessary to its core purpose, is a lot of bike to manage. And if you were to try to transport this on a vehicle, just lifting it up would be a huge challenge for one person. Plus, you're going to have difficulty finding a vehicle rack that can accept this kind of weight. If you're interested in the Himiway brand, though, you can also take a look at the Himiway Zebra, which is slimmer and lighter.
The other thing I'd like to see on this bike is a little bit better anti-theft options, like including maybe a hidden AirTag compartment. Those are less distractions, though, from the bike itself and more maybe just observations and future considerations for Himiway.
Roger and I have been loving the Himiway Big Dog, and I can absolutely recommend it to you if you're looking for a bike that can handle cargo while still offering a comfortable ride on city or rougher terrain. The Himiway Big Dog sells for about $2,099 US or $27.99 Canadian, and you can get yours through Himiway's website or even from Amazon. And if you're enjoying life outdoors, you might enjoy these reviews of technology that can help you embrace it even more right now.